Okay, now my favorite genre. It is also horror, but these are my three top favorite movies. Halloween, Friday the 13th, and Nightmare on Elm Street. Halloween was about a psychopath that kills his sister and then gets put in prison and escapes and goes out on a killing spree, killing everybody as if they were his sister. His name is Michael Myers. Things you might not know about the movie is the mask. The mask is actually a Captain Kirk mask from Star Trek, spray painted white. That's the scary mask. Also, it was very hard to find pumpkins because the movie was actually shot in the spring. Did anybody know that Jamie Lee Curtis' mother was Janet Leigh, the woman who gets killed in Psycho? So, horror movies run in the family. Okay, the next movie is Friday the 13th. It came out in 1980. Now this movie is about a little boy who wasn't watched when he was supposed to be by his camp counselors and supposedly drowns in the lake. Then he comes around killing everybody a few years later because they because they reopened the camp. Well, here's the dealio on that. He isn't the first killer in the series. Though Jason is his name, does become a killer from 2 on. In the first movie, his mother is the killer. Kill her, mommy, kill her. Anyways, she gets her head chopped off, and that shows up in the next movie. Some things you might not know about Friday the 13th. It was advertised before they even had a budget to film it. They just started advertising for it. They hadn't even started shooting or even gotten the money so that they could shoot the movie. Also, it got its inspiration from Halloween, which is why the movies are kind of similar in their style. The original title of the movie was supposed to be Long Night at Camp Blood. Friday the 13th sounds much better. Also, they filmed it at a real camp. Some of the props, like severed legs and everything, were baked in the camp's kitchen, just right on site. They needed an arm. They made the molds and they put it in the camp's kitchen and baked it. Now, our next one is Nightmare on Elm Street. Now, this movie is about a janitor who stalked children, and the parents found out, so they burned him up. He died, but he comes back in the children who are now high school kids. He comes in their dreams and kills them. If you die in your dream, you die in real life. Very scary movie. Some of the things that that you might not know about this movie is it was actually based on a series of newspaper articles. Now, I'm not sure how much of that is true, but the man who wrote the movie based it off of some real newspaper articles. Also, it was Johnny Depp's acting debut. It was the first movie Johnny Depp was in. And it earned back its budget, so the money that they spent to make the movie was all earned back in just 72 hours. So everything from that point on was all profit. And now, what would happen if Jason, Michael Myers, and Freddy Krueger became friends? It might be a movie that looks a little bit like this.